What's good, savages? I'm KatSavvie and welcome to the Tavern Talk. Here is what I have to say. We are playing a visual novel made by Gentle Troll, and we are about to experience a D&D experience. I tell you, it's experiencing everything we gotta do. We are about to manage and tell stories and rumors and talk with dialogue and see these characters. And yes, I'm telling you a story in this talking tone, but not rapping. I just want to know if you're excited for this experience. If you really are, hit the like button, and I want you to know I'm happy to have you. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. Don't do that, Editor Cat. Don't put them through that. What's good, savages? It's your girl, KatSavvie, and welcome to Tavern Talk. This game is not out officially yet. It comes out on June 20th, and currently it is the 18th when I'm recording this. It should be the 18th or the 19th by the time y'all get this. I was given a code for this game by the developers Gentle Troll Entertainment, so thank you so much for the code, and shout out to Sosa Sam, also known as Sam Bam Screams, for reaching out to the devs on Twitter. We all collectively agree to not call it X, right? For reaching out to the devs and adding me and being the reason that I got this code in the first place. So thank you, Sam. I love you always, and thank you for looking out on me thank you for looking out for me and bringing these opportunities to me in the first place. Like, you are the GOAT, and I love you as always. Now, let's get back into Tavern Talk. Tavern Talk is a visual novel about managing a tavern in a D&D style world. Okay, now they let me know that this is the extended demo. I believe the original demo is about 30 minutes. This extended demo is 3 hours. 3 hours. And they let me know that there is no save file for the extended demo because it is a beta. So I have to play this all in one sitting. So relax, get cozy, get ready to hear voice actor Kat do her thing, and let's chill for the next 3 hours while we play Tavern Talk. Y'all ready? Let's see what this has in store for us. First, and this little thing right here, is this a magic chameleon? I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. I already know. I'm about to love it. I already know I'm about to love it. If you were a fan of my Sally Face series and my voice acting, I have a feeling that you're going to like the next 3 hours that we got going on. I already did all the settings and stuff, so I think we should be good. Let's get it. Select your pronouns. What are my pronouns? That girl, period. She, her. Happy Pride Month, by the way, my beautifuls. Oh my gosh. Hiya, Innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy. Oh my gosh, your name is Fable? Look at that. Hold on. I'm not ready. Yes, all fine and dandy. This looks gorgeous. Let's look at what we got going on. Can I click stuff? I feel like I shouldn't because I don't want to progress the dialogue. But already? Excuse me? Look at what we have going on here. I pray this music isn't copyright too. On top of that, I really hope it's not. I will have to re-record this whole 3 hour experience if it is, but please, Gentle Troll, y'all didn't do that to me, right? The stained glass is beautiful here. The shelving. Look at the background. The freaking clouds in the background. The candles gently blowing. Oh my god. I'm already excited. Oh my god. Alright, so the things that y'all can't see behind me. There is a journal directly behind me. There is a conversation option and a little play button. So just keep that in mind. If I go back here to click this stuff, that's what I'm clicking on. Alright, so we know that your name is Fable now. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better, I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster. Or a mushroom mimic? Maybe a gnome. Did it? No, but I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great, I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same Amaranthian Hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. We're going to get to find out tea from these patrons, right? Patrons at the tavern? That's the correct wording for it, right? Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy. Very thrilling and saucing. Oh my gosh, I can't read. Okay, hold on. Let me get ready because I'm about to read for the next 3 hours. So, Kat, get it together. Get it together. Okay. Nuts are healthy. Very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various... Something just fell and I don't know what it was. I can never just have a normal recording. I can't just normally record shit. Fuck. Okay. Sorry. Lost my composure. Nuts are healthy. Very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts. Walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. Oh. I didn't know that. Oh. No worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? No. I think that counts as a mistake. So, what you're saying is that you're missing some spice. Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies will help me much. Though, I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. That's what you meant. Well, yes, exactly. That's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. I'm like a bland soup. So, a classic case of boredom. I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Hell, all the time. Constantly understimulated. That's why I'm a gamer. Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun. That's why I'm a gamer, constantly chasing that dopamine. Let's get it. ADHDers, where y'all at? Have you tried visiting a circus? Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Okay, we get dialogue options. I really like this game so far. Oh my god, I like how clean it looks. I like how aesthetically gorgeous. Oh my god, it's quite... Gentle troll. I'm picking up what y'all are putting down. Okay, alright, hold on. I'm getting excited. Okay, I'm calm. I promise you, I'm calm. Have you ever tried visiting a circus? Huh? Well, perhaps you could find something fun there. I'm not into the whole circus thing. Clowns scare me. I always think they have ulterior motives. The way they look at me with their empty eyes and wide smiles. Oh, scary. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if not the telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example, listen to the song I started writing. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph, resting by the lakes. A pretty nymph? That's pretty daring. Sounds like a good song opening to me. I like a pretty nymph. Of course it is. That's the point. Finding them enjoying themselves in the water. The sun shining through the treetops, making the stream glisten in fragmented light. A divine beauty. I would love to sing about the exciting, magical things I encounter. Character information unlocked fable. Ooh, hold on. Elf, age 110, pronouns they, them. Okay, alright, they, them. I'm gonna try to keep that in my brain. Class ranger, background Ashen Grove, alignment neutral good. Okay, I definitely was getting neutral good. Arcana the Hangman. Okay, so for context, okay, I'm not that well versed in D&D. I know of it. I have heard of it. Okay, I've had little dabbles here and there in the D&D space and the D&D sphere. However, I don't know that much about it, so go easy on me, all of my D&D lovers, okay? Thank you. Fable Verifina is a ranger taking care of the Ashen Grove. They're a sweet and gentle soul and a regular at the Wayfarer's Inn. They dream of being an adventurer, but are troubled by severe anxiety about, well, everything really. Same. Their nut allergy probably doesn't help either. Okay. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay. Maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a featherlight nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? that's how I'm feeling. Both? But mostly, I want a swift strike. Message received. I got you. Although, I was wondering, I've been coming to your tavern for so long, and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes. Really? Yeah. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. You don't have to think so hard. Welcome to my drink mixing nook. Andu? Oh my god. Look at the light. Can I click you? Oh, I can't. So this is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andu. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, you pinned my order. I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log just in case. Oh, okay. When I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Oh, Jesus. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No. I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use a chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? I can either erase it with a sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles on the right. Okay, alright. There's dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. Okay. I'm picking up. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. Okay, so we know that they want a swift strike. Be a leaf on the wind with a swift strike. This must-have for any dexterity-devoted adventurer. Grants you agility, speed, and remarkable accuracy, and a tasty drink. Okay, alright, let's draw it. Oh, okay, so now we know what to aim for. Okay, so how do I know... Oh, okay, it highlights when I'm on the certain one for the category. Okay, so we need... How do I... Oh, we drag it! Okay. Then we need a little bit of this one. I didn't do that right. Alright. We starting off right. Oh, I'm pouring it all over. I'm pouring it all over Andu. Okay, so now we need a little bit of dexterity. Just a smidge, right? Okay, I get it. So these little divots here, right? These are the barriers of how much we pour into the drink. So we need 1 of this one. Okay. Then the rest is this one. Oh my god, it'll show me when I got the right drink. Oh, that's crazy. Wow, it actually does teleport. Look at the leaves going into the drink. That's cool. I like that mechanic. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit to get the hang of, but I'm glad we got 3 hours. I'm glad we got 3 hours. Okay, wow, it actually does teleport. Of course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious. I made that? You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Maybe, but how would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes, I want to tell great stories, but what? Never mind. Oh my gosh, Lord have mercy. I can't stand what. Oh, hello. Hello? Excuse me? How can I help you? A drink. For you? My fault, cut. My bad. Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific. Thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. Gotcha. Charisma. Which one's charisma? This one? This one's charisma? Crown. Okay. So spoken heart. Sweet and sparkling in taste, the spoken heart will bring your deepest feelings bubbling to the surface. Your newfound sincerity, confidence, and many heartfelt words will work wonders in boosting your persuasive abilities. A charismatic boost great for bards and emotionally repressed individuals. Okay, so does this drink have the actual magical properties to get people to open up? Like, is it magical properties, or are they just drinking until they're drunk enough to tell me the tea? Got some dexterity in there. Perfect. Beautiful. I should be a bartender. I'm not going to, but I... Let's go. Alright. We don't do any mixing? I want to mix it a little bit. Oh, that's so cute! This should be digestible. Maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee haunting the loathsome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Okay, alright. Rumor unlocked. Song of bones and sorrow. A banshee is haunting the lonesome lagoon, wailing a song that will shatter your bones. Hopefully hyperbole. Oh, so I'm going to be able to ask people about the rumors? Oh, we're going to get the tea! Y'all, we're going to get the tea! If there's one thing I love, it's dialogue and tea. Alright. The brooding type, I see. I like that it goes to different sections of the tavern based on who we're talking to. So for that person, it went to the darker side of the tavern. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Maybe a nymph. Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, but I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes. No. Not really. I want to experience things outside of the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure. Boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures and make other people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, My brother looks after the grove, as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so, yes. What if it's wrong to leave, though? What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. Oh, Fable. Have a good day. Let me go ahead and wipe the counter. Could I actually? Well, hello. Hello, how you doing? You looking like royalty. Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? I'm gonna try to keep as neutral of a voice as possible with the innkeeper. We seem to be very neutral. You own this establishment, innkeep? Last time I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carolyn. You can call me Care or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Care. Lynn, what can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You could do the thing with the quests, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. Ugh, no quest for me. But I may have one for you. Or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up Tregarin, terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. It's going to be hard for me to pronounce these things in the middle of dialogue, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to be reading, but if I see something like Tregarin and I gotta break it apart in my brain, it's gonna cut into it. Notice the cuts too. A werewolf. That's news to me. The Vukakin? Is that how you say it? The Vukakin. Carolyn told me about a werewolf who is roaming around Tregarin, a potential threat to villagers. Why is it turned? What? Why is it all turn it? Thank you. Because I wanna look at it straight. Okay. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south of Arove. Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up like a nomad. Okay, the werewolf previously has been seen in Arove, a southern town. A nomad, or do they have a goal in mind? Okay. I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel. Twilight? Talk about Twilight! Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? Think so. Nah, that just split society into two camps. Team werewolf or team vampire. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Go ahead and put it in the comments. What team are you on? Let's talk about it. Which one are you, Innkeep? I think werewolves are cool. Okay, I think werewolves are cool. I'm writing a book currently where one of my characters is a lichen, and I love that character to death, right? But I have always naturally been drawn to vampire stories, vampire tales. It's very vampire, you know? But I think, young Cat would have absolutely said werewolf, no hesitation. But older Cat is kind of in between. I'ma go. My nose is itching. I'ma do it. I'ma let young Cat lead the way here. Is it the fur or the pecs? Neither. Questionable experiences with the other camp more so. I am itching to ask for details. Don't. How about you? Wouldn't you like to know? Well, how come you get to ask me, but I can't ask you? Yes, that's why I asked. Keep guessing. Has anyone ever told you that you could pass as a werewolf? Yes, all the time. At least twice a day. Only downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. I see. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Look at the anger. Scratching the counter. Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. I would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Hag is crazy. Never fall behind your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next one to be Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, that's southern werewolf, yeah. Right. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works? Or on any dog. Trust me. A rumor unlocked fetch. A werewolf's secret weakness is playing fetch. Apparently no dog can resist the urge to run after a stick. Okay? Can we learn about you? Okay, Carolyn. Vukakin. Age 36, she, her. Okay. Beast Slayer, background Arave, chaotic good, the chariot. I definitely get chaotic good. And when it comes to the arcana, I know of them, but I don't know what they mean, and I'm so sad. I know the hangman, I know the chariot, but I don't know what that means in terms of their personality and their overarching stuff, you know? But I was definitely getting chaotic good. Okay, I'm glad. I like my intuition right now. My intuition is doing its thing. It's like, you know? I'm a true neutral, by the way. In terms of D&D, I'm a true neutral. So that has a hand in the decisions that I make in games like that. Good to know. Thanks, Carolyn. It's not that hard. Either Carolyn, Care, or Lynn. We'll say Care. Gotcha, Care. Alright, Chief. You got a name, or is it just Innkeep? Just Innkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Innkeep, before I venture on, you got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful. Something with a lot of strength. And don't dare give me any of that watered-down muck instead. Okay, I got you. So, strength. Whole bunch of strength. Southern Brawler, perhaps? Yup. The Southern Brawler is a perfect combination of offense and defense, dominated by the picante aroma of Igni. This drink is served fiery hot or ice cold, depending on the kind of fight you're looking for. It's definitely giving fiery hot. Okay. So, we have a tidbit of charisma. Okay. Don't want to put too much of that. A tidbit of dexterity. Or is that defense? I think this one is dexterity. And then this one's intelligence. This one is defense? Yeah. Okay. And then all strength. There we go. Okay, fill it all the way up. Got you. Okay. I didn't fill it all the way up the first time. A drink with 0 water, as requested. It's fighting in the cup. It's little puffs of smoke. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Perhaps back west, through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will you? Nope. My bad, y'all. Sorry for the quick cut. My stepdad had to talk to me real quick. Also, if I have to do weird cuts here and there, it's most likely my dogs, just to let you know. But I did think about something while I was gone, and it's very difficult to get these kinds of dialogue-based stories right because there's no narration and there's no ability to fill in the details. You have to put everything that you want the reader and the player to know in the dialogue. So I'm very already immersed just learning what we're learning from having these conversations with people, and it's only been like 45 minutes, so gentle troll, I see what y'all are doing and I like it. I like it. All right. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west, so might as well humor her. So, with these rumors, how will we use them? An unusual amount of undead seem to be haunting the west. Undead snails are being accused of eating crops. This apparently poses a problem. How do we use these rumors when we talk to people and we meet these... Oh, Igni, Kentio, Pluma, Tempest, and Fregus. Okay. Defense, intelligence, dexterity, charisma, strength. Got you. I'm glad there's not a whole bunch of ingredients. Okay, I just wanted to look through the journal in its entirety so that we could see all of the different stuff. But so when it comes to these rumors and we're talking to people, how do I bring up the rumor? Is it just going to... I wonder if I'm going to have to pull it up myself, or it's going to be like something that just flows naturally. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that. Yeah. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. It's certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging at the past. It's just going to open wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. Past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. You started this conversation, and I'm ending it. Alright, well... Okay, well then. If you find any more rumors for me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf. Don't do groups, but sure. For more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Alright. Kara, do not play. Kara is a strong and fearless beast slayer with a taste for strong drinks, big swords, and even bigger muscles. She despises small talk in any way or form, and understandably for her, keeps her distance from werewolves. Wouldn't like being mistaken for one either. Got you. Okay. Noted. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? No. Don't want them to go to waste. I was literally just talking about this. I could use some help. Fine. I guess I've got a few minutes. Let me see her setup. This is where I sort all the rumors I've collected. Okay, I also keep them written down in my journal. Right. Smart. I think the best step would be sorting the matching snippets on your quest page. Just drag them over and make sure they're all for the same quests. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select that quill of yours and it'll be written. Got it? Oh, so, okay. So I'll hear rumors about the tavern. Okay, I'll hear rumors. Sorry, my brain. I'm trying to process things as I'm getting it, but it's always late. So I will hear rumors throughout me bartending, and I'll put those things together, and it'll be up on a quest board. Somebody will come to the tavern, they'll see the quest, and they'll either solve it, and they'll come back, or they'll give me more information regarding it, I think. So let's see. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you too. Alright then, let's assemble this quest. Okay, so... this one. These three? A werewolf on detours. A reticent Vukakin passed by the Wayfarer's Inn, reporting a werewolf making their way up to Trigarin from Ereve. They pose a potential threat to both helpless sheep and the villagers. Not the Lord have mercy, not the dead sheep. Okay, apparently werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on this quest to save Trigarin from this werewolf mayhem? And keep. Look, we got a little stamp. That's cute. What are those called? Wax seals. Wax seal. They got the cute little wax seal. You are so cute. This game is amazing. I like it. I want to learn more about D&D. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Act 1, The Wayfarer's Inn. Prelude to Bravery. 58th of the week. Okay. So this is what our inn looks like. Oh my god! Hold on. Let me get a thumbnail real quick. This is too nice of an image to not use as a thumbnail. Okay, let's get it. Let's start the day. It was too cute. It was perfect. Bro, I love the scenery. I love it. Hey, Fable. Oh my gosh. That was fast. So you know about the werewolf. Also, that tentacle is moving. That tentacle is moving. My carpal tunnel is kicking in, so I'm putting on my compression gloves. Y'all aren't going to judge me for it, are you? If you are, then that's rude. Don't do that to people. What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Trigarin. Is that true? It is, indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even. Preferably one who is good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. I am good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. And maybe I want the quest. Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, here's a start for an adventure. It's near forest. You know forests. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they're also human. But you've talked to humans before. And you've got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And I didn't think that far ahead. I like Fable. I see. Or rather, I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest? And then I have to go on the quest. And then I have to fight the werewolf. Or talk to the werewolf. Which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot a tree instead? And then the tree would be mad at me. But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead. Because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. That's anxiety in a nutshell. Welcome to anxiety. Welcome to us folks that have generalized anxiety disorder. That is what we go through on a daily basis with every decision we make. It sucks. And I'm glad you got to witness what it's like. Firsthand just now. Fable, thank you for letting the people know. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes. Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes the decision for me. Literally anxiety. Like a slime. A frozen slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes. My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime. Bones. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You'll just have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general? I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest. It seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh. Well, I do want to go on the quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses, but it would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic. Fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what might happen, all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light in the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mari Morgan incident. Or my first encounter with the Amaranthine Hydra. Amaranthine Hydra. I can't say it. Try to say it. Amaranthine Hydra. Fast. Like that. Amaranthine Hydra. Amaranthian? No. Amaranthine. Anyway. Amaranthine Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. What is the Mari Morgan incident? Yes, the Mari Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? Oh, thank God, word didn't get around. It was my very first adventure, the chance to finally escape from the daily grind. What happened? An adventuring party was on their way, passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvan spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So, they wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Tregaron recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure! Yay! I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So, of course, it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? You people? Seasoned adventurers, one stronger than the next, all in shining armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I never got lost in the woods before. But this time I did. I couldn't see well. There was blood rushing in my ears and I felt dizzy. Oh, she had a panic attack. Oh, they had a panic attack. Poor Fable. So for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks of the Shivermire, home to the Mari Morgan. You know of the Mari Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men? Oh. Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end... Okay, so when you hear a rumor, it takes away all of the fodder from the thing. Okay, so that's cool. So maybe these are the same. In the riverbanks of the Shivermire hides the Mari Morgan, a wrathful spirit prone to drowning men, women, and everything in between. not sure if those are the same. Poor Fable. It's okay. But this is literally anxiety. This is literally anxiety. Everybody will be like, just calm down. It's not that easy. Anxiety literally takes a hold of your body from within when it's this bad. When you have a disorder, it literally takes a hold of your body and rattles you from the inside out and physically impacts your body and your capability to think, and it overloads your senses. Like, this is real. This is real shit. They had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I silently bid my farewells, and we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them right into the arms of the wyvern chimera that resides in the Quagmire Grove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. A wyvern chimera resides in the Quagmire Grove. Adventurers beware, you might be on its menu, okay? But you didn't. But I didn't. Oh, we get to learn about all of it. Okay, your first encounter with the Hydra. Well, just a day after it arrived to guard the portal to the Dream Plane Avalon, I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven, but I thought since it had fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthine Hydra, and I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits, then at me, and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things as changing as Leviathan's sea. All chimeras hate mice. All hydras love tea." I thought to myself, wow, the Amaranthine Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest. Maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left. And I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again, lest it know that I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back, apologized, and begged it for the answer. Turns out that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. I was about to say, it literally just wants tea. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. Would-haves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing. I suppose you have a point. Why does no one want to spend time with you? Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass by it, except for me. I'd get caught on it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had been just once. It seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week, I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming, and they make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confused them with their evil twin, the Weeping Amaryllis. Now, guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping. like a baby, all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was! Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. There's nothing wrong with picking flowers. There is if they're the wrong flowers. Imagine if I had offered them to the adventurers, or even worse, the Hydra. That would have been so embarrassing. I don't think gifting others flowers to make them a little happier is embarrassing. And it would have made for a good story to laugh about together. I don't think they would have laughed about it with me. Or at me. Maybe they would laugh with you if you choose not to run away. You seem to assign a cruel sense of humor to people that haven't actually shown you such a thing yet. Not everyone thinks about you the way you think about yourself. That would be nice. Innkeeper. Yes. Do you like spending time with me? Yeah, I do. No, not really. After just hearing about all of that is crazy. But the fact that you can do it is okay. Okay, replayability. Yes, I do. I honestly do. Fable School. Really? I wonder if there's romance options. Seeing your face in my tavern brightens even the cloudiest of days. Please, never stop coming around. I won't. You make me feel a lot less alone. Thank you. That's because you're not alone. Not as long as my tavern and I are here. You better not go anywhere. Not planning on it. Anyhow, you seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So, in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find that out then. Like, on a quest? For example. Do you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't, and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2. And who knows? You might even end up forming a party. Oh. And besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I am a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and future hero, charmer of nymphs, am going to embark on this quest and save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes, good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. That's so cute! Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so that the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy. Perhaps it's just a hungry lost lichen after all and only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I'll leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. Oh, so I was right. Okay, so the drinks that I make them determine how their life goes. and then they come back and tell me about if I fucked up. Got you. Okay. But of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing. Okay, so dexterity or charisma. Can we do both? I'm not gonna play with it, but don't do any random recipe. So that's charisma and intelligence. I'm thinking we should go to spoken heart route with Fable because they need the confidence boost. They're already great with skill. You know, they're already great at what they do in terms of being a ranger and being fast and nimble. So I feel like where they're lacking here is the charisma route. So, oops, I didn't draw it. I did not draw it. I forgot. Hello? That's not a spoken heart. Okay, there we go. So we need 1. A little bit more. Okay. A little bit. Okay. All charisma in that thing. Alright. I think this will help you, Fable. I hope. This should do it. Thank you. I feel much better. Braver. Farming. No, that sounds like I'm tending to a farm. There are a lot of farmers in Tregarin. And I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I just hope that I don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you, again. I think this drink gave me the courage I needed to get started. Let's go! Let's go! I knew it! I know it! Like, bro, I have great, not to toot my own keyboard or nothing, but I have great observational skills. Like, I am a great judge of character early on. Just from like, talking to somebody and observing somebody, this is the perfect game for me. Because I can tell just what they need from my engagements with them and talking to them and seeing how they talk to me. Does that make sense? That's why I'm so great when it comes to making emotes, because it's just like I learn people on an observational level, and because of the whole true neutral thing, I can look objectively at you and be like, this is what you need. So like this game, perfect. Sammy, love you, appreciate you. Gentle Troll, y'all are doing y'all thing, okay? Keep up the great work. I listen. So how about a partnership? Anyway, let's keep going. You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay. I got this. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest. So, I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass that on to mortals like us. Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at them all together later. Of course! I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first, I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. Aww, let's go, Fable! I'm so excited for you! I hope Fable will be alright. Me too! Don't do that. Don't make me worry. I hope they don't run into a cloud. Or maybe they should. They could become friends. Fable, the mighty hero, and their best friend, the magical clown. Doesn't that sound good? Oh, it's the emo dude. You again. Me again. And who are you? Mr. Mysterious? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yes. I get it. Could you try being more specific? That spoken heart one tasted fine. Thank you. Alright. I got it this time. Watch this, watch this. Boom. Bop. A little bit more. Bop. Bop. Boom. Spoken heart. Don't even need the recipe. Bada boom. Period. There you go, sir. I think. A spoken heart just for you. Maybe it'll help you find more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. Charming. Oh my gosh. I like it. I really like this game. Hello. Hello. Y'all are covered in slimes. What is happening? Careful, you'll step on my cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Ugh, not another one of those empty babblers. Would you prefer a different line? I can confidently say I'm all but empty. That's what they all say. Seems they've given you some more dialogue options than most, but that don't convince me just yet. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Of course not. Probably forgot to give you enough intellect. Whoa, wait a minute, Mr. Four-Dimensional. Mr. Miss Four-Dimensional. Wait a minute. Okay? Y'all don't have to break the game like that. Breaking through all dimensional realities like that is unnecessary. Hold on. Wait a minute. You're a little bit too aware. It wouldn't surprise me if there was a brain. Wait, would surprise me if there was actually a brain inside that skull. I'm sure there is. Have you checked? No, but I can assure you I'm different from your average background character. Sure. I must agree, you look much more delicious than they usually do. Thank you. Though I should let you know I'm not on the menu. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. That thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? Ah, my cape. Your cape? That's not his cape. That green fellow on his shoulder is an ooze, or what's left of it. And the rest of it is on you. Aye, pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for the story, and your names? Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. I'm Sir Alphonse Louise Frederic Duquette Dusan. It's long for Kyle! Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood. Or, if you're out, I would also settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. Okay. So, Southern Brawler. Gotcha. I gotta get my voices together for these two. I like how the Southern Brawler looks kind of like a sword. I wonder what happens if I make the wrong drink. I don't want to test it, but I kind of want to know. Some almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you very kindly. That looks delicious. It also tastes delicious. Very alive. Maybe as a chaser you could let me have a bite? No. Okay. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Rhea, Frost Grip. Nice to meet. Yeah, skip. Just serve me something strong. Something that feels durable. Tough, like a mountain, or the caves of Ur. One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. Okay, Frosted Lagoon. This one. Oh wait, I haven't read the Frosted Lagoon yet. The Frosted Lagoon protects you from any physical and spiritual harm and cools you down on even the hottest of summer days. It even offers additional UV protection. What more could you ask for? Okay. So we have a tidbit of strength. I love how you really could pour just a little bit. Like, you could just add a little tad, a little dash, period. Period. So what happens if you, like, miss? I don't trust it. I feel like I just messed something up. As soon as Andrew put the sign down, I was like, I think I shouldn't have did that. Period. Here's your Frosted Lagoon, Rhea. A taste of just for you, value customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting the placeholder text? Wait, how do I... Oh, are you hitting the placeholder text? Let me try. I see you are many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks. Just how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about that ooze-filled story? Fine, guess you've earned it. Alright, picture me, deep in the mountains of Dulvimer, with my trusty axe and a good drink by me side. There I was, minding me own business, digging for the good stuff, you know. Hit a gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big old pile of gold. Then suddenly, this big ooze comes along and slurp! Gone it was. Kyle! This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now? It's nearly sunrise. And the sun kills you. Oh, right. Did the ooze also eat the cape? There's a lot going on. Okay. I feel... Oh, quirky vampire is looking for his cape. Seems a bit confused. Wanted to go for a stroll in the sun. Okay. Yes. No. Oh. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when that ooze slurped me gold, I had to do something. So I took my shovel, and dug, and hit, and dug, and hit, until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost none. So, did you dig out your gold? Silly fool. Silly food. She dug out me. I love Kyle. I love Kyle. Hold on. Okay. I really want to get these voices right. Silly food. She dug out me. And guess what he was clinging onto? The gold. Oh yes. A big gold nugget. Should be enough to get me to Baruvia. And perhaps it can even get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Ah, we did. Please allow me to ask a question. What was that deal again? I get you to Baruvia so you can participate in your fancy vampire banquet. In return, I get the gold. But what about my cape? Okay. 175. Okay. She, her, blacksmith. Background or. Lawful neutral. Okay. Arcana of the world. Rhea is a hot-headed dwarf and pretty rough around the edges. She's not a fan of meaningless copy-paste NPC talk, whatever any of that means, and seems to have caught herself a lost vampire while digging for gold. Unfortunately, or so she claims, she is now stuck with him. Vampire, we don't know the age. He, him. Aridu. Chaotic neutral. And the Fool Arcana, okay? Excuse me. Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother. It's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape? Do you know where I put me capes? Where? In a wardrobe. Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land? What? Oh. Kyle, maybe we should find someone to retrieve your cape for you. We could. Phenomenal. I could put out a quest for you, but for that we'd need a little more information. Good luck with that. First, I need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Stroot in Baruvia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I cannot find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. Then what was the last vampire event you wore that cape to? My wedding. Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape to show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampiric Countess Evelyn, residing in Morrow Castle? That would be her. Congratulations. Are you still married? Oh my gosh, there's a lot going on. We almost have a quest though. Ugh, of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape. Oh, rats. Here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. What now? That little, mean, vicious, beautiful beast. Her! That thief of thieves robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be her heart? No. I had that taken out centuries ago. But my cape! I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn. How could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. It's rough, buddy. Perhaps Innkeeper. That's your name, right? No. Oh, my deepest apologies. What is it then? I don't think it's time for that yet. Names are a valuable currency, after all. For some types, indeed. But you mustn't be so mysterious to a new friend. All my friends call me Innkeeper. Ah, in that case, I shall not disrespect your wishes. Well then, Innkeeper, do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Morrow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers of the mansion of my dear Evelyn. Queen of darkness, temptress of men, flamenco champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with her life. But be wary, she bites. And she may be invisible now. Okay, think I've got everything I need. Oh my gosh, it's the little S's! Oh, that's crazy! It's the little S's! Bro. W childhood. W childhood. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Innkeep, quickly. Another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Alright, I still don't know how to make a lagoon yet. We're learning. We're getting there. I'm hoping that by the end of this demo, I'll have most of the drinks down to the point where I won't have to look at this anymore. I do like, though, how they go either in one direction or the next. Some liquid stamina. Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I'm consumed with thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails you. The whole way here, you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice, and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back's all itchy. By the dragons, could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh, right. Innkeeper, do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin? I'm afraid not. Oh. That reminds me. My Aunt Matilda... Matilda? I'm not used to seeing the H. That reminds me, my Aunt Matilda used to harness the power of a chimera saliva for sun protection. A chimera? A beast made out of several animals. Got 3 heads and all, made by the dragons to guard Gaia. Likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware, I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. Ah. If only I hadn't eaten that delicate bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves. I could have asked it for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Mr. Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal. Oh, nah, forget it. I ain't going. With none on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another quest for my trusted boy. And when will it be done? Tell me, when can I walk among mortals in the glistening sunlight once more? Peculiar visitor looking everywhere for his beloved cape. However, it seems that he has definitely lost more than just that. Possibly a few of his memories. And his marbles. He was once married to Lady Evelyn, a vampire countess residing in Marl Castle, and enjoys sunbathing. Maybe a tad too much. Okay. As soon as a fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds. Especially that part. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Say, Enki, while we wait for someone to do his work for him, do you perhaps have a room or two? Possibly a room without sunlight. Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I've got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real girl one day. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. I gotta get Rhea's voice down. I'm not really sure how to go about the dwarf type of vocals, you know, when they say ye and I, ye, yeah, no. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get this cape together. At the foot of Witch's Wrath Peak, Countess Evelyn, the vampire last saw his cape. Okay, quirky vampire is looking for his cape. Last saw his cape on Thingy and Evelyn. Alright. Hey there, Evelyn. On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cape of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding, where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She resides at the foot of the Witch's Wrath Peak. Venture to the peak and dare to retrieve the long-lost cape. But beware, she might be invisible, and she will bite you. Alright. So... let's do this one. A wyvern chimera resides in the Quag Mangrove. According to the Hydra, chimera's hatred for mice is universal truth. And this one? Okay. Until sunrise. Deep in the crag mangrove resides a wyvern chimera. Its scales and claws are a valuable treasure to any alchemist, its saliva even more so. As it happens, a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that even he could walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurer or mouse brave enough to confront the beast, the chimera, not the vampire, and bring back a bucket of saliva? Ugh. Oh, God. Okay. I'm glad that they have a specific section to do the quest at the end of the day. Also, this happens to me when I do a lot of dialogue. Regular words after reading the dialogue starts to like fall apart. I just can't at some point. Words just deconstruct from my mouth and I can't say stuff right anymore. Oh, so I think this demo is all of Act 1. Which would make sense. I wonder how many acts there are. New friends and former enemies. Okay. My shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. I now have access to some fey crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Okay. Kay! Care. Sorry. I was close. Care. Kay. I was there, you know? So, keep a drink for me and this lanky pal. Y'all did the quest together? It's good to see you too, Care. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you. I am. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well. And with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not? So you two didn't form a party? No. Oh. Then what's the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So I do owe them some of your dishwater at the very least. Dishwater? Family feud. I wouldn't call it a feud. More of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I feel like feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was gonna kill him. I thought that was a joke. It wasn't. Oh. But no one died? No. Elfie here was able to prevent that. It's Fable. Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest? It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf. So. Oh. So Care's cousin was the werewolf that was terrorizing things, right? No, not the cousin, but Care's family member was terrorizing things. And if I would have gave Fable the dexterity to kill him, then he would have just straight up been dead. Interesting to see the dialogue loop around like this. Okay, so they reward you for paying attention. Okay, gentle troll. Okay, elaborate, please. I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot. I think she's confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did. Kind of. I also remember you saying you didn't want the quest, Care. I didn't. Was there by chance? They were both stealing sheep. Was not. Sure was. Adventuring don't pay what it used to. So you steal other people's sheep? Mind your own business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where do I start? How about at the beginning? Right. I was born on a half-crescent dreaming moon note of the quest, Fable. Right. The quest. Traveling there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Tregaron right around dusk. The Ashen Grove thins around here, and you can catch a glimpse of the wide fields and vineyards, as well as see one farm after the other. An idyllic sight, well, at least before sunset. Do you have trouble in the dark? Emotionally? Visually? A little. I mean, I reckon I can still see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness, and I am no owl. Thank God, you're already weird enough. I care! Imagine the damage you'd do if you could turn your head all the way around. Who says I can't? Just kidding. I like the confidence that Fable has now. They know, like the innkeeper was saying, they definitely have this beaming energy now, and poor Care. This is the perfect dynamic for them, though, because Fable is going to soften Care up, and Care is going to give Fable a little bit more, even more confidence, you know, to stand up for themselves, and take up more space. While also being brutally honest in the process, but we love to see it. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. Not the normal kind. What? Nothing. Okay. I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing at keeping quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. So I snuck closer and saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep. I was petting it. Well, I thought she was going to eat it, so I summoned up all my courage and I stepped out of the shadows and I said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep." I didn't expect them to be entirely in their right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite, and I thought it might confuse her, and maybe that would help her calm down. It confused me, alright. Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them? A polite person? Or an insane one? It worked, didn't it? Because I ain't no werewolf. He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a, "What?" So the confusion plan had worked, but I hadn't really expected that response. So I said again, "Please put down the sheep." And she asked, "Why?" And I said, "Well, because stealing sheep isn't very nice." And she asked who I was. No, I asked, "Who are you? A guard?" Oh, not the lip lick. I was about to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling howl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole into the fabric of reality and then pierced it with a horrid yell. Please, it was barely a bark. And then it made the blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps, and I barely dared to turn around. And you turn around immediately. And when I did, I stared into the twisted face of a werewolf, yellow gleaming eyes, gleaming with jaundice. Care, please! Let Fable be great, please. Sharp teeth, giant claws. He looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Carolyn and the werewolf were on the ground, fighting tooth and nail. And the sheep you were holding? Obviously, I set it down at that point. Good. So, you went to Fable's aid. No, that ain't it. I noticed the wolf's flannel rags. They were blue, checkered, and had an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dragon likes to wear. That old... We'll just say ass. That old ass. So, it was her uncle. Okay. Hey, why can't I say that? Ass? What the... Oh. I'm crying. I am so happy that the game is aware of itself. That is one of the best... I love it. I love it. So, fuck? What the fuck? Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh. Fuck. Ugh. Anyway, it was just like Uncle Dragon, smelled like Uncle Dragon, felt like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen that old man in years. Was coping about it by joking. It's the only way I could talk about him these days. Because of the feud? Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable and angry, distant. Fought a lot with Uncle Fedor. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually, he just left. Ran away, without a word. Left us and Uncle Fedor behind. Worried senseless. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him, and all their savings missing. Swore I was gonna kill him if I ever saw him again. Anyways, thought he just couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was just to go get those problems as far away from everyone as possible. Idiot. Did you talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How did you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him, and I didn't understand half of it, but I couldn't tell she was angry. I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get their attention by yelling to them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to both of their heads. My aim was a little shaky, so I did end up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear, but it got them to stop for long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I would have never done that, of course, but they must have believed me, because they actually stopped to listen. Looked mighty scary there, little pal. Thank you. Thank you? I sat them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me. That sounds rather dangerous. 'Twas. Wouldn't have stopped for them. What? You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop two angry wolves? Well, anyway, I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out about Mr. Dragon and Carolyn and the miscommunication. Feud. The feud, sure. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. That's no excuse, of course. No, it ain't. If we had known we'd had helped him the best we could, at the very least, would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons. I can't read anymore. It just left. He didn't think that would have happened, though. So he decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, and so on. But that only made it worse. So, of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not any human things, or Lukakan things, so to speak. Trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they have in common. The sheep? No, the stubbornness and the unwillingness to ask for help. But the sheep too. Oh, care. But they had to talk about it. That silent resentment wasn't good for either of them. And you got them to do that? The little stick is oddly persuasive. Had us talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. Maybe. How did it go? Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first, and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. But it was good to see him again. Guess a hug did feel better than a great sword in his gut. Wonderful. Of course, there's still the problem with the whole werewolf thing. Idiot got so obsessed with a cure that he could still barely control himself. We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he'd done. That he has to accept he's different now and learn how to live again. Of course, it won't be easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We play charades with them a lot, and they taught me about the phases of the 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs. That sounds like a bunch of shit. I'm just gonna fill in what the curse word might sound like. I love that every single time she tries to cuss, there's just a crack of thunder out of nowhere. I'm crying. It's real. You're a crescent moose. We introduced Mr. Dragon to them, and they promised they would take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy. It sounds great. It is. It's a happy ending. I wouldn't call it an ending, rather the beginning of something new. So the end of one adventure is just the beginning of another one? Exactly. I like that. So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together? Got offered to spend the day at the settlement. But they don't serve anything strong enough for my taste. Plus, Elfie was dying to get back here. Was talking about how they need to update you on everything non-stop. Would think they live here or something. I had to report back about the quest. I'm glad you did. They also started crafting something with the werewolves. Said something about it being for you, Innkeep. Oh, really? Yeah. It's not finished yet, but I'll let you know, I promise. That wasn't that hard, was it? Well. Y'all are so cute. So, a drink. What can I offer you, Care? Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean make me the usual. Strength never gets old. Okay, so I'm excited to see what other drinks there are. I might have to cop me this game. Let me know if y'all want to see more of this, by the way. None of this progress is going to save. So when the game does come out in 2 days, I'm going to have to start over. But I could do that in the stream. Wouldn't be no problem. Alright, so let's go ahead and make another Southern Brawler. I almost poured way too much. Surprise. Not bad. You should do this professionally. I'll think about it. Fable, what about you? Do you have something that'll calm me down? Maybe even bring some of my agility back? Like a swift strike back to my senses. Yeah, I got you. I've had a stressful day. Night. Morning? Sequence of events. Okay. Swift strike. We got just a tidbit of intelligence. Tidbit of... Ooh, don't want to pour too much of that. Let's go. Tidbit of intelligence, tidbit of defense, all dexterity. Here you go. Thank you. Wow, this is perfect. You look tired. Have you considered sleep? They do look like they're gonna pass out any second. So do you. Maybe sleep is a good idea. Carolyn, do you have a place to sleep? I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. It's depressing. I have a room available. You can stay there. Sounds good. How much? I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest. Fine. Later, Elfie. See you Oh. See you later. Are you heading home, Fable? Yes, I've been gone for a whole day. I need to get back and make sure everything is still growing correctly. Maybe take a nap first. Yes, that too. Did you enjoy your first quest? I did! It was scary and different from what I expected. And I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming. Have you considered that you weren't pretending? You did well, Fable. Thank you. I hope that wasn't my only adventure. I think this is just the beginning. That would be nice. Do you think I'm gonna save the world one day? That's a very tall order. You're right. I'm not cut out for that. I didn't say that. I would just prefer it if the world didn't end. Right. But if it does, you're the first person I'd ask for help. Maybe you should ask Carolyn first, but I'd be happy to be second. We'll see. Let's hope we won't. I like this world, and you have a point. We shouldn't hope for such a calamity. Even if it would make for a good song. Or a sad one. Or both. I'm gonna head home now. Do that. I'll stock up on quests for you. I can't wait. See you soon. See you soon. Aw, Fable. They're so cute. You have your hood off. Okay, you out here looking good and stuff. Look at you. Good evening to you too. Oh. This quest. It wasn't here yesterday. That's correct. It seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? No. My legs. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. No, just literally. Not just literally. Physically. Emotionally. Emotionally? I want to take on that quest. Go to the castle to get the cape. I mean... Yes. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. So you know of the castle. Yes? It seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors, whisperings of a strange, fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence. Me too. Has she ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. But she has. Once. Had a vampire mixer. Interesting. So she was only here at night. Yes. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No, she had a lot of makeup on. But below that mask. Sure, yes. Would guess she looks pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Blood. Interest. You sell blood. Of course. Whose blood? We don't ask those questions. Did you hear about the wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yes. She has a lot of werewolf traps set up, but all animals seem to steer clear of Morrow Castle. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside. Or leave. And anything that tries to merges into her land in one way or another. As a grave pile of decorated bones, dirt feeding rotting flowers. They say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb for something still alive. Or for a goth. Goth or vampire, she seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worth the coins you pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Only thing worse than that is stealing a man's hat. Not if it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, if you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed, you must live with the consequences. The consequences being you? Exactly. It definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I'm one with the shadows and the wind. Gone before they even notice I'm here. There. So you could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty up my tavern a little bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Like a chair. Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I'd prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. My walls are still a bit empty. Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you to deliver yourself to her doorstep and the cape back to me, along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I'll need a few stamps. Would you like some? No, too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. I heard your drinks inspire transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from your shadow. Say, what do you trade them for? Secrets. Secrets. I have many. Grant me one. I shall. I know this may come as a shock to you, but I was here before. Just yesterday. You may not remember because you barely noticed me in the shadows. I was so stealthy, I spent hours just watching you from afar. Ugh. Okay. That is definitely a secret. You cleaned a lot of glasses, served everyone with a smile. They looked so worried after the adorable green one left, like you thought they might trip straight into a monster's maw. And you're swift with your hands and fast with a knife. Alright, enough secrets. How are you going to tell... How is your secret going to be about me? Hello? That's... What? That's not what that means. That's not how we go about this. Okay. You may have one of my renowned drinks. And some of my renowned infusions. In fact, I just got a fresh shipment today. Was finally able to unpack them. Infusions? Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? Ooh, for your purposes, I think you could benefit from either some fake crystals or a frozen pine cone. The frozen pine cones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. They can help you form a magical frost barrier that will hurt those trying to harm you. The fake crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. If consumed, they'll turn you invisible, eventually, and for a bit. The duration is a bit unpredictable. I've also got some phoenix chilies, but I don't think they'll be very useful for your situation. Interesting. So, what dark depths of yourself are you looking to explore? I fear that Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature. So, I must be strong and vigorous if I want my stake in her heart before her fangs are near my neck. Though, that does sound appealing. Strength I can do. And some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter route would be to evade her wrath entirely. To outstealth her and steal the cape from right underneath her pale nose. So that she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach will require a certain amount of dexterity. And some invisibility could help with staying unseen should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with the decision and keep. Your wisdom is no secret, is it? Well, if you... Let me see something. Might alter the drink in a way where I could have to use different ingredients than usual. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape so that I can mix the correct recipe. Maybe I should even try adding an infusion first and adjusting the drink from there. Okay. Zephyr. He, they. Rogue. Demis, chaotic good. And Arcana is the moon. Okay. So, if Zephyr literally spent hours watching me in the shadows and I didn't notice, I think that he will be fine. I think that he would do better with even more dexterity because he already is good at not being seen. Because not only did I not notice that he was there, but Fable didn't notice either. So how do we go about these infusions? So where's the infusion at? Oh, it's up here. So I just drop it in. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, interesting. So now we do a what? A swift strike? We already have the intelligence boost with that one. So if we do a little defense. Did I do it right? Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. Garlic breath. Not quite, but that's a good name. May I steal it? You don't ask for permission before you steal something and keep. Then it's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see. Did you hear about my new drink? Did you hear about my new drink? The garlic breath? Good one. It tastes like not garlic, but just as fearsome to a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? No, only the absence of it. That makes two of us. Hopefully, this will help me evade her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I won't need one if my steps are as swift as quiet. Oh, I'm a little bit worried. I won't need one if my steps are as swift and quiet as the wind. And if she can't see me. Goodbye, Innkeep. I would say pray that the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie with the Realm Keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect to see me again after the next sunfall. If you do not, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave, or for a good story. Farewell. I do hope that you live. This is the most that we've talked ever, so, you know, that would be great. Zephyr is a difficult character, to say the least. They're so caught up in their own fantasies of an edgy rogue that they seem to be stuck talking, or brooding like one too. He likes odd things dangerous and mysterious, or at least he pretends he does. Okay. Yeah. You're taking the other quest? I'm taking this quest. And a drink. Great. Did you sleep well? What? Sleep. How was it? Fine. Too long. Didn't sleep that much in ages. Sounds like you needed it. No. Your beds are just too comfortable. It was hard to get up. Of course. My apologies. I'll make sure to take your feedback into consideration. Would you like a drink as compensation? I think I already said that. Make me something strong that will wake me up. And keep me up, too. What does the chili do? The rare phoenix chili was found natively only near the charred valleys of the burning peaks. Though an invasive species, is delicious. Fire resistance is great when fighting enemies that wish to burn you to ashes. Helps a bunch when fighting draconic creatures, but does not protect against lava. Okay, alright. So, for making something that will wake her up and keep her up. What is this? I guess, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Another Southern Brawler coming right up. Let's go. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Something strong coming right up. That is strong. Just the right amount of too much. Maybe I should call this drink the Carolyn. No, you shouldn't. Anyway, the quest. Yes, the quest. I'm taking it. So you said. Not the awkward silence. I see it's my turn to make conversation. I miss Fable. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned. It has been hours since I've done anything but sleep, chat, and drink. I'm getting antsy. If I sit still for too long, it feels like my bones are disintegrating and I forget who I am. I think that's called boredom. It's torture. That too. Well, boring is not what I would call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire sunscreen. Couldn't get more reckless than that. It could by taking Alfie along. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. So the saliva's for a vampire. Vampire sunscreen. Can a vampire get their chimera glue themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire don't mix too well. Also, if everyone just did their own quests, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that'd be terrible for your business. Indeed. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking, ain't it kind of blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? Depends. Are you religious? Guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? Don't think so. Chimeras steal riches all the time, and they were created to be guardians by the protectors of the realms. So, stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Good thing you ain't a priest. You do a piss poor job. Thank you. Is blasphemy... The word just... It broke. It broke in my brain. Is blasphemy what you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay. Nervous. Ain't that either. Then what is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement? Don't laugh. I'm not laughing. I'm asking. Yes. Excitement. I've never encountered a guardian before. And I've always sort of wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one, or to survive one. Seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What's it about guardians? It's less about the guardian and more about what created it. And maybe a little about the chimera. It's got a dragon head, right? Yes, modeled after its creator, I would guess. So, let me rephrase that. What is it about dragons and chimeras with dragon heads? They're cool. Also, when I was little, my Baba used to tell me bedtime stories about dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she met each of the realm keepers themselves. Had little keepsakes from them and all. My sword's one of those. Passed it on to me before she... passed? Left. One day she was just gone. Think she wanted to spend her last moments somewhere else. What is it with Care's family members just, like, going for milk runs? What is going on? What is it with wolves and just leaving? Like to think she visited one of her dragons one last time. Your family... Your family has a leaving problem! Okay, we have another rumor. Carolyn's grand greatsword once belonged to her grandmother. I really can't read. Carolyn's grand greatsword once belonged to her grandmother. Allegedly, it's a gift from the dragons themselves. Very impressive if true. At least she left our savings alone. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest, it almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about a wyvern chimera? No. Was the only kind she never encountered. Had quarrels with those feline ones. Different varieties of scales. Even a cow one, I think. But never found a wyvern one in all her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You can tell the story to me. I don't know if I make for a good baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much? So, you like dragons? I do. I love dragons. They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting. Very magical. They are. Fascinating. And magical. Used to pretend I was one when I was little. Really wanted their magic. Then their wings. You can just ask them for their magic. Not sure about their wings. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do all that magic shit. Why not? I like my sword. And my muscles. They're a good combo. They are. I like how it makes you look, Kara. You look good. And I don't need to rely on anyone. Not even dragons. A little help never hurt anybody. A little self-reliance don't either. Ooh. Touché! Right back at ya. If you say so. Does that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up, Care? Didn't say that. I see. That doesn't count as help. It's prepayment for me taking on your quest. Sure. You'll be happy to hear that I have some incredible infusions to offer that could greatly help with your quest. Nah, that sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you then? I reckon a little bit of a boost for this body couldn't hurt. Heard they're quick and toothy, so I'll need to be too hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Baba talked quite a lot about how much they enjoy a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. But I need some intelligence for that. Won't be risking it all in a bad idea. Are you sure you don't want any infusions? Just a little bit of Phoenix chili would make you fire resistant. That could be very useful in a fight. Dragons are stubborn. Sure, I'll try one. And on the topic of trickery, no, one is enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies, or you go heavy on the intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. I don't care which one you pick. That's your job. Figure it out. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, I got you. Okay. So we're definitely going to do the defense. My brain is telling me all defense. So let's do a Frosted Lagoon. Yeah, let's do a Frosted Lagoon with a chili infusion. Oh, I get it. Okay, I see. Okay, so the chili is taking the strength portion that we needed. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so I don't need to put any more strength into it because the chili is taking care of that. So we just need this one. And all of the defense. Go heavy on it. Okay. I forget that the infusions count towards the drink. It's not just the boost. It counts towards the actual thingy. Figured it out. Thanks. Feeling tougher already, and dangerously close to catching fire myself. Think I could almost take on a dragon like this. Let's stay grounded. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends to not take a break, even for vampires. Maybe you should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. Might. But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. I'll be waiting to hear from your exploits upon your return. Bye, Care. Okay, so far, my favorite characters, absolutely Fable, absolutely Care, absolutely Kyle. I don't know how much longer we have left of the demo, but I'm sad, like I'm immersed. Act 1, Part 4. Starlight Sonata. Okay. I have a feeling that this is the last part. Who are you? Oh my gosh, you have a bird on your ear. You are adorable. Hey, Inkeep. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do. Yeah, the birds seem to be in a slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know? They do, indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What'll it be this time? Something for the wits again? You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually, I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes, I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So, what I'll need instead is something to protect me from weather or foe. So I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. Okay. So, no infusion? Okay, no infusion. One frosted lagoon coming right up. Making the drink is so calming. It's so calming. This is like, it's happening more and more frequently as the acts go on, but I don't get tired of it. Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed anyways? Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Boreanar convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures, like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech Magazine. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure, but do you know what I'm most excited about? Gnomes? Gnomes! I've yet to meet a gnome on Boreas. They're pretty shy, but they craft cute little trinkets. Always wanted to have one for my tavern. If I run into a gnome, I'll buy a trinket for you. Now that we know what I'd be excited for you. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? The geysers and the hot springs, especially around this time of year, when the mornings are still a bit chilly, and the sun tickles the sky on the horizon. That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet! I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from being in distress? Well, the cinnamon green-cheeked conures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course! As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite the walk to the treehouse. And if you don't want to have to compensate me, for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late to your convention. Well then, so long, Inky. See you soon. Okay, Chrissy? So is Chrissy Fable's sister, or just another elf? Hi, Fable. It's good to see you again. Hold on, let me look at the lore real quick. Oh, okay. We don't get any lore about Chrissy. Okay. The vocal cords are getting tied, so I'm hoping that this isn't too much longer. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. I visited Mr. Dragon and the other werewolves. Told them about Carolyn's quest and the Wyvern Chimera. Oh, so you heard about that. She told me before she left, in case she told me some things to pass on to Mr. Dragon that I can't repeat here. I think she's happy he's back. I think so too. Did you have tea with the werewolves? Oh wait, I was supposed to ask that. Did you have tea with the werewolves? Of course, we had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings. Which stars? Both sets. They specialize in Cassiopeia? You know, the night sky constellations on the astral plane and all. But they have one astrologer who knows a lot about their reflections in the pools of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me about that too. I can't wait to learn about how the sea mirrors, echoes, and distorts... Wait. Oh my god, I cannot read. I can't wait to learn about how the sea mirrors, echoes, and distorts the constellations. That's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Very. That's what I thought. Well... What is it, Fable? I may or may not have finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Or rather, that Carolyn was talking about. You know, the little keepsake from my time with the werewolves. Yes, I recall. A reminder of my very first successful quest. I just didn't know if you... I like trinkets. Oh! What is it? It's a piece of embroidery of a constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it. While the astrologer told us stories and myths about the stars and their twins' reflections. I imagine it to be a constellation from a faraway realm. I call it the Little Dipper. So cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. So all of the trinkets that we'll see from the people that we talk to will show up here in the tavern. Oh my gosh. It does look a bit like the Little Dipper. I think it could also be a Big Dipper. I like this one. Using a lot of imagination. Who knows? Maybe there's a world out there with this exact configuration of stars in the night sky. There might be. Maybe the Little Dipper is a part of a larger constellation. A bear, for example. A bear? Innkeep, I think you might be the one dreaming something up now. Most likely. Are you fond of the stars surrounding us? I do like to watch them from time to time. Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea? I don't know the difference. Google. Alright. After a quick Google search, I think the primordial. Really? Somehow that fits. Your magic reminds me of it. A mere coincidence. You'll have to give me your birth data soon, so I can calculate your birth chart. I am a Leo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising. What's your chart? I have a lot of fire and earth in my chart. I'm very rock solid. As much as I don't want to be. I'm very rock solid. I'm a lot of... I do remember what my 12 houses are. These are my zodiac people's conversation, by the way. Like, all of my non-zodiac lovers, y'all can exit stage left right now. But for my zodiac lovers and enjoyers, I do know my 12 houses. I think not which one is in each exact house, but I just know that it's a lot of fire, a lot of Virgo, a lot of Leo. There's some Taurus in there. There's like 2 or 3 Tauruses, 2 Scorpios, and I think like a Sagittarius. I just know that there's very little water and there's no air at all. not even a little bit. It is. I'll write it all down for you. That's great. Thank you. I think you may be a double jackdaw. Are you? We'll see. We will. Until then, care for a drink to wind down? Yes, please. Though I will still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So something that'll keep me awake and agile would be nice. Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. Thank you. One moment. Swift strike. Yes, indeedy doodly. Oh, I didn't even think that they were going to tell me. Bro, I'd never pour the first one enough. Yes, indeedy. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think you may also need a break, so maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here a bit, if that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable. Thank you. It's Kyle! What are you doing here? Greetings, Innkeep! Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you remove your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. I did not. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment. With winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack. I don't need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek, I am very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps, but it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide-and-seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear Innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? No, not yet. Shame. Then I shall have some of that faux blood again, please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. So it was a southern brawler, right? Yeah. I really do like this game, bro. I love the storytelling. I love the characters. Why can't I pour this in here? Oh, I was like, why can't I pour this in here? Just don't like the number that it does on my throat, but that's okay. Should have brought more water. Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect, Innkeep. The only thing that could make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled The Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one's swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon, and you and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous! Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taking the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to also take a day off and spend her vacation with her, but when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire, and my hand, and my hair, so I was forced to stay back, due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. It is. Yes. Right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colorful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of a swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone? Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great crepe. Is it crepe? Crepe. 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 Had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles? Yes, they tasted deliciously dead. I see. Stranger of the night. So it was probably Zephyr. Plum crepes. Crepes. Crepes? I know how to pronounce it. I promise you I do. My brain just refuses to give me the information right now. Crepe. And spooky armor. It feels like... that sounds like Zephyr, but it might be somebody different. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape. Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would have never agreed to that. It is my cape, after all. Maybe he wanted my Pasca recipe? Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Fable is... We love idling Fable. Oh, yes, you. Me. He asked me about you. Me? Yes, said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn was doing. I sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver you greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace of your precious innkeep has found in her house of denial. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together. I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives only in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself, to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She is the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning, and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. I hope to be more capeful and sunscreen by the end of it. And maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. The refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning, but maybe celebration also, could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. You are hard to dislike. I think she still hates you. You are hard to dislike. Oh, how sweet of you. As sweet as my blood. I have a lot of it. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There is nothing greater than friendship, don't you agree? And nothing more fragile. That makes it all the more precious. That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear French stranger told me that he would like to see you again. He said... What was it? Don't think too hard about it. Ah, of course, the letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Interesting. Okay. It has a wax seal and like a little flower on it. Okay. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No. I don't think now's the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic? Longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend. It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks? Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't a part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. Those are comets. Meteors. Hello? That's an attack on the world. Everything's burning. Oh my god. Okay. I don't mean to interrupt, but what is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful. They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Do I have an enemy? Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Is that it? We still have more? Do we really? We still have more, bro. I thought they would have ended it right there. I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did take me nearly the whole day to finish all those little repairs. The building might still look a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. Sunny Breeze. Ooh, this is cute. It has a little... Is that a feather? The delicious Sunny Breeze will melt your tensions and blow away your stresses, leading to enhanced charm, focus, and reflexes. Okay. It tastes like a pleasant wind flowing through the woods on a warm summer day. Excuse me. Very popular among bards and rangers. Okay. That way, whoever comes in can get at least a small taste of normalcy. I think that sounds like a good plan. A black queen? Oh my god, you're gorgeous. Are those crystals on your arms? Who are you? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna go take care of my dogs real quick. We about to meet you. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. So, back to what we were doing with beautiful gorgeous over here. I'm so happy it's Pride Month because look at this. And there's a turtle. Oh my god. You are just a masterpiece. Like, you're just artistry in real life. Hello. Are there romantic options in this game? Innkeeper. Jade. Oh my god. Jade. Hi. Didn't think you'd show up again after last time. No hard feelings. Remind me again, who started that whole brawl? No clue, actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? If I wanted to chat about it, maybe. But you know how much of the remnants of the past bore me. Then let's focus on the present. Let's. I didn't come all this way to revel in old times, after all. Although, I brought you something I knew you'd find useful. Just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see. The turtle has a nose piercing. Crying. It's some thunder sage. Found it on one of my jobs, but didn't have any use for it. Just don't try to boil tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful. Numbs your tongue. You seem to be speaking from experience. Are your arms made of crystals? I'm getting crystals. I really think it's crystals. Do we jade? Okay. Maida? 32 she/her bounty hunter. Chaotic good, the emperor from the Side Plains. Okay. Okay. So jade. Romantic option, perhaps? Alright, anyway. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. I wasn't even sure if it was still open. Is it that bad? I love that everybody has their own soundtrack. Oh. 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 Who is responsible for your music? Stop. Okay. I guess some would say age adds character. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Ouch. Oh, don't take it too personally. You still got some of your old appeal. Yes. You can be honest, you know. You're not my type.
I'm like, what he say fuck me for?
Okay. That's okay. No, that's fine. That's okay. Perhaps your drinks are my type, though. What can I serve you? Something that'll quicken my reflexes. Gotcha. That was... I'm okay. That happens to me often. That happens to me often. That's okay. We don't gotta worry about it. I didn't pick Sunny Breeze. Oh, I keep forgetting that it picks the first thing to pop up. Okay, Swift Strike. And just like that, you know, I was shot down in less than 5 minutes. Let's get it, period. Period. Perhaps you'll find this appealing. Now that's what you call a drink. Maybe you haven't gotten on in years so much after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date. Checking out the latest town gossip after my most recent gig. Your most recent gig? I finished up a job in the Side Plains. A sandworm kept terrorizing a group of seal wool merchants at the edge of the plains. I, myself, am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their own business, but sometimes they gotta eat. But you know how it is. Something's gotta pay the bills after all. So, I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Luckily, it was only a sandworm, and not one of those mimics that pretend to be a part of the local fauna, and snap. Gone you are. Anyway, I also heard about some unrest in Zoford from one of the local merchants, and decided to go take a look. Zoford, the seaport? Yeah. Always considered it a rather calm area. It was. It still is, sometimes, at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So, I went there to deal with some bandits, look at their most wanted list, and cash out. There was no real challenge though, so I didn't pick anything up. Other than a few hushed whispers at the marketplace, that is. Something about some archmage's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you? We have a lot of rumors now, but I'm not really sure when they will start to blend together. Perhaps a job for you? I am not a welfare association. Like, what do I care about missing familiars if no one's going to pay me, you know? Of course. I was way more interested in hearing more about the undead on the other side of the country that my colleagues were mumbling about. So, I came here. And naturally, I couldn't resist coming by to see how you were holding up. Look at the turtle! The turtle's sleeping! Oh my god! Honestly, not so good. I'm doing very well, thank you. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. It's not that bad. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really. I've been a bit occupied with cleaning up this mess. The tavern was just a tad affected by some recent incidents. What do you mean? The shooting stars? Hello? Who are you? Shooting stars. It's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink, please. Perhaps something to boost my defenses. I'll have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I know. 1, 2, 3, right? And then 1, and then boom. I knew it. I knew it. Period. I knew it. Please, enjoy. Like dragon scales. Sturdy, strong, flawless. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars it must have left on the rest of the country. I mean, if some star rain managed to affect not only the tavern, but the whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix this place up. If the money's right, of course. No, thank you. I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. Alright, Chief. The offer stands. What? You don't really believe it was just shooting stars, do you? What else could it have been? Have you not seen the damage? Last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia. Rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Cassiopeia, help me. What? Do you know something I don't? Perhaps? Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. My name's oh god, hold on. Alethea Anwar. Alethea Anwar. How'd I do? Alethea Anwar. I'm a devotee. I can't get words right. Okay, let me read this again. My name is Alethea Anwar. I'm a devotee. I can't get the word right, and I know it. Like, what? One more time for the one time. My name is Alethea Anwar. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the gilded sea. I fight for those that cannot fight for themselves, bring justice to those who would bring doom. And I am very aware of when something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Alethea. Now, trust me when I tell you, this was more than just your average asteroid shower. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something way worse happened. What? I know. The stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually, I reside in the Aperture. It's a temple in the far northeast, dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and visit her, to take her to the carnival in the outskirts of Zenith. We were just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with millions of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of KatSavvie, the harbor of all luminaries of the firmament. Just say astral realm. I wouldn't do the place justice, but what would you know? It's vast and yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. It's the theological term for it. Anyways, I noticed something was off the moment it happened, perhaps even a tad beforehand, like the feeling of impending doom, when all the hairs on your neck stand up, and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why, in Keep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart, figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those affected, many referred to you in your tavern. If anyone had any intel, it'd be you, they said. They did. Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues at least to help me start with my investigation. Well, she could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I could certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I shall do what I do best. Aid those in need. And perhaps find out more about this disaster. Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all of this? Things like this happen all the time, and people like you fix them. Thus, not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. There will be a time when you do ask for help, and then you will be happy there are people like me. Sure. Before I forget, innkeeper. Yes, Alethea. I will help you fix up your tavern. Free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So, I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about all this when I return. Hold on. Okay, those two get together like water and oil. Seraph, 25, she, her, cleric, okay. The aperture, lawful good, the high priestess. Alethea is a righteous devotee. They're gonna have me do it again. A righteous devotee of the dragon KatSavvie. A fact she makes sure everyone knows. She is very eager in her ambitions to save people and to protect the world from falling stars and the like. Okay. Alright. How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in a time of crisis? Not sure I'd call this a crisis. Sure, if it's like she said and the literal stars fell from the literal sky, then yeah, that's odd. But then again, I'm sure KatSavvie would have stopped it from happening if she'd wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragon's existence. Which means I'm more than confident in saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all work for something. I work to get paid, you work to get paid, and they just get paid without working. I wouldn't say they aren't working. Then what are they doing to help in a crisis like this? They're taking care of the grand scheme of things. Puh! Wishful thinking. Who are you? Are you a robot? Are those cats on your hand? Ayo. Greetings, adventurer. Ooh, me? You're the only one who entered my tavern, no? Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? That's just her standard greeting. Budget couldn't cover any more, I suppose. I have a wide variety of greetings. If that makes you feel better. Hit me and give me something from your repertoire of greetings. Ayo, bro. How hops it? Ayo, bro. Cringeville. Didn't you greet me like that? It's different when I do it. Yeah, their whole demeanor revolves around cringe. Yeah, Wait, what? Who even are you? Jade. You? And Aniko. I gotta sneeze. Look, right? English language is hard. When there's only one consonant in between vowels, it makes a hard vowel sound. But when you have back-to-back vowels, do they all become hard vowels? So is it Iniko? No. Iniko? Aniko. Aniko. We're just gonna call him Eno. We're just gonna call them Eno for lack of, I don't know what else to do. So listen, cool name, Jade. Can I steal it? What? What? I'd prefer it if no one stole anything. Drakes. Got it. Can I have a drink then if I can't have your name? Of course. What do you want? What do you have? Everything. What do you need most right now? Something that'll make me more swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught after all. What? What? Worms can be slippy. That wasn't... Ugh, never mind. A slippery worm coming right up. So, Swift Strike. Yeah. Okay. No worms, but perhaps it'll suit your tastes. Oh, wow. This is great. Amazing, even. Where did you learn this craft? In the primordial vortex? Don't look at me like that. I'm just joking. You aren't from here, are you? Who? Me? Who else? Kari? Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo. It's short for corruption. Oh, Corey. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere. All I want's. But most of me is from Avalon. Oh. An Avalonian. Native born or by ancestry? Native, duh. Huh. That's interesting. I find it pretty lame, to be honest. There's nothing going on over there. Everyone's the same. And you think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah, I mean, not really, but I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. Oh! Look at the face! Theft, identity fraud, all's goody. Goody with me because I could be someone else tomorrow. In Avalon, they all see through that game very quickly. I see. Changeling, then. Yes. And I say so out of trust. Just kidding. If you tell anyone, I'll come for you. A changeling is like a shapeshifter, right? I don't know much about them in D&D lore, but I am familiar with the term changeling. Fret not. What happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Is it like a doppelganger type thing? I'm gonna research it after this. Then we're cool. It seems like they have murderous intent. Is that true? Cool. So, what brings you here? This and that, Zenith seemed like a cool town with a cool name. Got distracted by that giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come in and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. I don't do mounts. I'm faster on foot. That way I can admire the landscape, take U-turns through the narrow spaces, pickpocket. And did you admire the wrecked ruin that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so... Is it that bad? Do you ever leave this tavern, innkeep? The city looks like a broken mirror. You bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of Zenith and... boom! Yep. Oh. Lovely. Good lord. The spectacle last night left a mark on Fisoa. Not everyone agrees, but a cleric of Cassiopeia claims it was something seriously sinister. Zenith is in shambles after the star rain last night. The crater left in the city center carved destruction that rippled through the town. Okay. They, them. Okay. They, them, monk, chaotic, neutral. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. But there's nothing we can do about it. Exactly. Someone will fix it. And that someone's not me. Me neither. What if no one fixes it? So what? Then it stays broken. The Aether Tree won't tumble just because some stars fell from the sky. I'm sure some egomaniac is already on their way to fix it. Needn't get my hands dirty. They have the same energy. Ditto. Isn't that a bit bleak? Why even bother? There's always someone who fixes everything. And if not, then it ain't bothering anyone enough. Which means it isn't a problem. Exactly. I know Jade is a mercenary, but say, you aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either, huh? Ugh, no way. Their self-righteousness and self-sacrificial hero complexes ain't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. I knew one, but they perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic. Reminds me of the group I met last week in Ereve. They were nice, but too nice, I know exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? Nah, they were heading somewhere north. Didn't really listen, didn't care. But I was nice to them too, Trying some rations out of them when they prepared breakfast at their camp. Sat around the campfire drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe. Full on robes and magic type of guy. Kept going on about how Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh. Why him? Dunno. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Ah, right. Sorry, mythology really isn't my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Rod. Checks out. It's definitely... It's giving arsonist. Originally from Avalon, Ino is now vibing on Gaia, probably because people here aren't used to the trickery of changelings yet. They're always looking for a new victim to fool and don't take anything too seriously. The thing on their shoulder is called Kori, short for corruption, obviously. Okay. So just chaos incarnate is a changeling. Okay. So Leviathan warned him via his tea leaves about the start of something terrible. Tattered wings tainting the gilded sea and the dark shades of mystery. Leaving behind nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said. How did you know? I think I read that somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of the Dalwell Hills? No, but I heard about that when I was in Zilford. Thought the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. He also read that from his tea leaves. Whoa, seems like the guy was a real psychic. I guess. Divination magic can be a powerful tool. The tea leaves said, "The wings shall be torn apart at the feet of Avalon, nestled between the peaks of Dalwell." Dalwell? So it really could be true. What? It sounds like whatever happened in Dalwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Tainted gilded sea, shimmering void, metaphors for a starless sky. If the wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But it fits with what I heard in Zilford. Happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all. Okay. So that's the quest then. How else? No idea. I thought he was just babbling. Ugh. With everything that's been happening recently, I think he might have been onto something. Odd that the adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Maybe they were lacking in ego. Maybe. Or maybe they thought someone else would come along and fix everything. Okay, enough. I understand what you're getting at. Maybe they were just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all this and were just bragging about it, thinking I'd stop them. LOL! Enough with your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'll go get some fresh air. So long, Innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. Now it's just you and me, Innkeeper. Indeed, you know. Have you ever thought about what would happen if no one ever fixed anything? Nah, pal. Just don't think about it. Life's easier that way. Why do you worry so much? You have your tavern. You just mind your own business. This is my job. I listen to stories and gather rumors to make quests. I get it. It's the saddest violin. It's the saddest violin. That sounds like the blurb on the back of some page turner. I wouldn't want my life to be a page turner. Even Corey is asleep. That's crazy. Well, then it's good we aren't all the same. Though I could technically be anyone. Even you. Don't. Drakes, I'm kidding. Didn't mean to spit in your soup. You didn't. Cool. I'm off. See if I can snatch some coins off the streets. Good luck. I like that we're not playing any, we're not playing policeman or security guard or, you know, if somebody is just straight up chaotic, we're not here to try to steer them onto the right path. We're just here to serve them drinks and send them home. Don't need any Innkeep. That's it. Oh my gosh. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Look at them all. They're so beautiful. Y'all did amazing. We're definitely wishlisting this. Well, that was Tavern Talk. Gentle Troll. Y'all did y'all thing. This game single-handedly got me even more interested in Dungeons and Dragons and anything about it. Like, I know that I don't understand it, but this game makes me want to learn so I can learn about all of the different species and kin and changelings and things like that. This game single-handedly piqued my interest. On top of it being visually beautiful, on top of each of the characters having their own little personalities, getting to know the tea of literally everything going on, the quests, the aesthetics of the bar making. Like, I thought the bartending was going to be a lot more difficult than it ended up being, and I'm sure it will be later in the game because there's several acts. That was only act 1. I have no idea how many there are, but I have a feeling that it's going to get a lot more complicated. There's going to be a lot more mixing and matching and managing different wants and desires. There's still other characters that we have no idea about, and I love the decision making. I love the characters wanting to rely on us and our drinking skills to help them with their quests. There's so many details that ended up flourishing throughout this game. Even though it was a visual novel, it was also a decision-based game. It was a tavern management system. It had a little bit of aesthetics from getting pins from the quests, getting to know the characters. They each had their own personalities, their own dynamics between each other, like seeing them grow in the character development. In Fable's case, I love that they each had their own pronouns. I literally could sing the praises of this game just from this demo wishlist this game right now. It comes out on June 20th. Play it for yourself. You don't have to talk the whole way through. You don't have to do a me. You could just sit there and read it and play it. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. And I wouldn't mind covering the full game. Not to mention, Andu, absolutely adorable. I thought we were going to see it more, to be honest with you. I was expecting to see it sitting on the little tavern desk and interacting with patrons and stuff, but that was just my own expectations. Anyway, thank y'all so much for sitting here and watching this video. If you made it all the way to this point, thank you so much. You are one of my best supporters, and I appreciate you for supporting videos like this, because videos like these get me more opportunities to bring more videos like these to y'all. So the more that you show your support, the more you watch these videos through, the more you check out these developers, they really do deserve it. The more you check out these indie devs, wishlist these games, get these games, and let them know that you came from me, it literally just creates a loop. It literally just creates a loop of support. And it helps my channel grow and helps me bring more content like this to you. So thank you so much for your support. I'm going to section these acts out so that, you know, if you take this time to watch it in parts, you'll be able to watch by act and be able to, you know, watch it in your own time. I don't expect y'all to watch this all in one sitting unless you really do want to binge it. I ain't complaining. But I really do appreciate you nonetheless. Thank y'all so much. I will see you on the next video. Like this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new so you don't miss any new opportunities like this, any new videos or series that come from me, and anything else. And I'll see you on the next one. But for now, have a good one. Get a nice drink. After all this drinking, I need something to quench the vocal cords, you know? So get a nice drink. Have a nice conversation. I'll see y'all soon. But for now, peace.